Everyone, Virgo Triad here. This is my last video today. It is July 29th, 2018, and I just want to make sure that we are clear on something. Now, as you guys are aware of, or most of you are aware of, the movement that has been going around talking about the redemption theories, your TDA accounts, packages that you can use to free yourself, change your status, and get out of debt. These individuals have a habit of calling themselves things like judges and private attorney generals and governors and this sort of thing. Okay, we have another scenario where that has popped up. Now, on a program yesterday that was published by Miss April Lejeune, she put up some information on a redemption booklet that was supposedly written by a Judge Dale. Now, when these people use these names like judge or private attorney general or governor or what have you, what they're attempting to try to do is put an extra little hint of deception in there so you guys will actually take a listen to them and think that what they're talking about they know. And in reality, they don't, because we have found that the majority of these individuals, as a matter of fact, all of them that I've investigated, actually are not truly judges or have any legal background whatsoever to be citing the things that they are with accuracy. So here we have, again, another situation with regards to Judge Dale. Now, this is something that came out quite some time ago, but if you were not privy to the redemption theory packages going up for sale at that time, you might not have noticed it. Judge Dale, quote unquote, is a hoax. The people behind the Judge Dale hoax have already admitted it. The people behind the Judge Dale hoax are professional hoaxsters. They do nothing except create fake documents, which is, of course, their specialty, and online hoaxes. They are also behind the Jim Trafficant speech hoax. Now, you guys might remember that from a video that I did a while back. James Trafficant supposedly got in front of Congress and made a bunch of claims with regards to the bankruptcy of the United States of America. Not true, completely a hoax. Here it states, Jim Trafficant speech hoax, wherein they replaced Jim Trafficant's words in a speech before Congress with their own words and published the fake version. Also, the NASA war document hoax, which explains how NASA will kill everybody by the year 2025, and which document they claim to be found on NASA's website, but which PDF metadata actually showed that they keyed in and later revised, which documentarchives.org says was never on any NASA website in the first place. The Iron Mountain Report hoax, which was a published book of fiction in the 1960s that was on the New York Times bestseller list, but which these people peddle as a leaked government document, quote unquote. And the Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars hoax, which involves a document that reveals how the government will kill us all, and which document was allegedly found on a used government copy machine at the sale of a used government office equipment auction. At some point, your republishing the hoaxes of these people will destroy the credibility of your website. Should you continue to actually, spew this nonsense. Their intentional pattern of fraud upon the American people is becoming very widely known, and this was back a while ago. Reach whatever conclusions that you wish about the government, the law, and the legal system. That is your absolute right as an American. The government, the law, and the legal system is fair game for criticism, but do not base your conclusions on a well-known hoax. The fake online legal guru that we think of as Judge Dale is actually Rodney Dale Class, an amateur legal theorist who barely got through high school, who was never a judge anywhere at any time. Despite never going to college or to law school, and despite never becoming a lawyer or a judge, Rodney Dale Class has simply made up an entire amateur belief system about the law and the legal system that he proudly teaches to hundreds of devoted followers. Not a single one of Rodney Dale Class's amateur legal theories or self-glorifying war stories can withstand even the slightest amount of factual or legal verification. They are all verifiably false, but that is not our concern. Rodney Dale Class is not the driving force behind the Judge Dale hoax. Our complaint is with those actually behind Judge Dale hoax itself, not Rodney Dale Class. The professional hoaxers behind the Judge Dale hoax saw a great opportunity to defraud the American people with Rodney Dale Class's amateur belief system about the law and the legal system. They decided to market it to the American people through a series of fake documents, their specialty, that they fraudulently told the American people were written by a retired federal judge called Judge Dale, using Rodney Dale Class middle name Dale as an inside joke. Among the fake documents that these people fraudulently told the American people were written by this fake retired federal judge include quote unquote lawfully yours, the Matrix and the U.S. Constitution, and the Great American Adventure Secrets of America. Indeed, all of the Judge Dale articles posted on your website are merely reprints of section of those that are original forgeries. Not surprising, these people peddled these fake documents from their own personal websites. For more information on the intentional fraud upon the American people, Google Judge Dale hoax. Okay, this article was actually written by thegalacticconnection.com, and there are a number of pages in Google that talk about the Judge Dale hoax conspiracy. Now, interestingly enough, a lot of these documents you're going to find people are talking about on YouTube, Facebook, and in the sovereign movement because they further their agenda. For example, the James Trafficant information. That information goes widely in those circles, talking about how he talks about the U.S. bankruptcy and how that took place, and the gold standard and everything with regards to that. This gentleman is someone who is widely circles in those within the movement, and he is also one that they use regularly to irritate and upset people into believing the redemption theories, into believing that the U.S. is a incorporated entity. It is not. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The United States of America and every single state, county, and city within the United States of America is run as a business. It is. There's the only way that it can have a check and balance is to run it properly, like a business. And therefore, you may say it's run like a corporation, but the United States of America itself as a country is not incorporated. It does not have any articles of incorporation. It is not a corporation in any way, shape, or form. There are entities within the United States that have articles of incorporation and are incorporated, but the United States is not a corporation in itself. You may want to take a look at the Judge Dale hoaxes. You might want to go ahead and Google it, and you will find that there are 295,000 results with regards to the Judge Dale hoax. They include things like exposing enslavement, the truth about corporate government. Utah federal judge throws out the coach suit. It's bombshell. Rod Class gets fourth administrative ruling. Crazy stuff. A lot of the stuff that you guys are hearing on YouTube videos, a lot of the stuff you're hearing within the circles of the sovereign movement, all hoaxes, all falsified documents. There are many pieces of case law that actually have been removed in certain circumstances, such as the case with traveling versus driving. There are cases that have been pulled up. They've removed large portions of those cases and rewritten them in ways that would further their agenda, especially in the Moorish circles. You guys need to really do some research on this. April Lejeune talks about this redemption booklet that the redemption manual that was supposedly written or at least endorsed by Judge Dale, and broadly and brightly proclaims that that is a judge. Judge Dale is a hoax. There is no Judge Dale. If you want to do some additional research, I will link the information to the description box of this video. Seriously, you guys, with all of the fraud that happens to be going on and all of the fraud that has been proven with regards to ex-employees, along with other clients who have found themselves in trouble with the IRS and filing false UCC-1s, particularly with April Lejeune, you guys should be very well aware that you're dealing with a con artist at this point. In addition to that, I will add the playlist for the April Lejeune fraud that has been well documented with verifiable sources that include articles that have been written by newspapers and magazines with such clout as Esquire. Charlie Pierce wrote an article on April Lejeune and the scams that she is using to deceive and manipulate you guys into purchasing $450 packages from her. Charlie Pierce happens to be someone who is a very, very well-known, with a wonderful reputation, reporter, has been since 1974. Seriously, you guys, you need to start paying attention to this stuff. There's warnings everywhere, and people are still falling for it. So anyway, here's the information with regards to Judge Dale. It is a hoax. He's a real person, but the real person never even actually graduated high school. So take a look at this information, and hope you guys have a great weekend. This will be the last video I do for today. Just want to make sure that this information is out there, because the more that keeps coming out in these videos, the scarier it's getting to me. You guys are handing over personal information that is, largely used in the process of identity theft to a person who is a proven con artist. All right, you guys take care. Bye-bye.